Good afternoon, everybody. Don't wear black. It picks everything up. I wanted to bring something to you guys today that I was completely unaware of. I had no clue that this was even a thing. So I knew that obviously they had, the little microchips that are being implanted into your hand where you can open doors. There are certain companies that are using it where, you can get snacks out of the vending machine or, log into your computer, things like that. So I knew that that was something that they have already, that's something that's already been in place. And I know there's a lot of technology out there that I'm sure there's tons that we don't even know about. But I came across something last night that is completely wild. It just goes to show we are in the season of His return. Everything that the Bible talks about, the signs to look for, the things that would be happening in this world, we're there. I mean, God is, it seems like He's late. We know He's an on-time God, but man, time has been up. So, it's called Neuralink, and it's artificial intelligence for your brain. And I'm going to link these videos below for you guys to watch. Of course, with anything like this, they make it out like it's something good. Just like the microchips, you can implant them into your dogs or your kids so you don't lose them. Hey, put this, implant into your hand. It'll make it much easier for you to be able to open the doors and to access things. They paint a pretty picture, but we all know what this leads to. I mean, this is all, this stuff is, it's crazy. I was just my mouth was completely open when I learned that this was a thing. So like I said, I'm going to link these videos below for you guys to take a look at. But basically, so in this, what I'm telling you guys, this is not something that is just being thought about. This is happening right now. And they apparently, I don't know, I've seen some things where they have already tried it in certain people. They've had test dummies for a while. But they're saying that they plan to make the first human hybrid in 2020. That's next year, guys. I mean, this is something that's already here. So what it is it's, so they've created this robot that can insert hundreds of individual threads representing thousands of distinct electrodes into the cortex of the brain in less than an hour. So these threads that are implanted into the brain, apparently they're as small or smaller than a thread of hair. And it has to be done by a robot, so they've created a robot to do this. And it's through a microscope, so that's how it would be done. And they said it's basically done by the robot with this microscope so that you don't hit any blood vessels. They plan to make it equivalent to LASIK. So it's not like a brain surgery that you would think of. It's something that would be super convenient for people, like LASIK is. I mean, anybody who's had that or knows of that knows how convenient it is just to walk in, get it, and then walk out. So it's a 2 millimeter incision, which is super tiny, and it's so convenient where they can just glue it shut. You don't have to have stitches. It's wireless, so there's not any wires that are going to be poking out of your head. It's basically, it Bluetooths to your phone, and they say that there's some kind of device that you can wear behind your ear. Wild. Artificial intelligence for your brain. What they're saying, to paint that pretty picture, is that it'll help restore speech, and also, this is just wild, restore speech for people that can't speak, or any other movement like jumping, karate, taekwondo, anything. So they're basically saying if so that when you imagine it, you can imagine it, and then the device would recode that signal and make it happen. This is crazy stuff, y'all. Let's see, what else did I write down so I could tell you guys? Yeah, so I told you guys everything I wrote down. I want you guys to watch these videos, and it really just will put into perspective of how close we are to Jesus' return. Among other millions of things, I just had no idea that we were here, like, with that type of stuff. A human hybrid, artificial intelligence within your brain. Think about, I mean, our day and age, people can hack anything. They're hacking all kinds of stuff. What happens whenever they hack your brain? What happens when you're implanted with these threads and you have artificial intelligence? You and artificial intelligence are one, and then you're not able to buy or sell anything. Guys, this is real. This stuff is happening. It's in front of our eyes. So besides all the other stuff, you know, the dates and everything that everybody was kind of sucked into, I want to take it back to why I created this channel. And people always ask me, how do you know you receive a dream from the Lord? How do you know it's from Jesus? Well, in my case, I can't speak for other people, but in my case, I had my first one when I was 10 years old. And I've had many dreams after that that were not from the Lord. So when you've had a dream that is from the Lord, and in my case, I was very young, after that, having other ones from the Lord, I just know when they're from Him. I know when they're from the Holy Spirit. I have rapture dreams, and I know that those ones are not from the Lord. I can distinct. There's a big difference. And I've told you guys before, actually the very first video I uploaded on YouTube, I had ran to the restroom so I just found a quiet place. I had woke up from a rapture dream when I had just been praying the day before for God to tell me, hey, are we truly in the season? Are you really coming imminent? You know, I don't want you to, like, I was praying to Him the day before, asking Him, you know, to give my own understanding, my own confirmations. I didn't want to be leaning on anybody else, you know. I wasn't asking Him for a date. I was just saying, you know, God, you know, are you truly really coming imminently, soon? And, you know, please give me something. And He gave me that rapture dream that morning after. So you guys can check that out. It was my very first video I uploaded. You know, when I was 10 years old, I had my first rapture dream, and He was telling me that we were halfway there. We were almost there. And I'm 29 now. I was 10 then. So, guys, He's at the door. I was talking with a brother last night, and he says we can feel it. And that's so true. It's, you know, within the past few months, we've been feeling it. It's something in the air. It's within our soul. It's the Holy Spirit speaking to us. He's trying to tell us, hey, I'm coming. I am right here at the door. And man, I had no clue that this was even a thing. Neuralink, and that they're going to start implanting them into the brain in 2020. Guys, this is just lining up to the mark of the beast. This is what it's going to be like for people in the future. So it's creepy. It's scary. It's creepy. It's exciting. Because for us believers, we know that He's coming soon. We know it could be any moment. Man, and this is why I do what I do. This is why I want to keep telling people about Jesus, because they don't have to go through all of this. They don't have to go through the mark of the beast. They can rest assured and know that when God comes for us, when Jesus comes for us in the clouds, that you can be taken as well. You can go home with Him. You don't have to go through any of this. So I love you guys. I wanted to just bring that to you, bring it to your attention, that this is something that's going on. Just keep watching for his return. We're in the season. We know it. So, love you guys. Talk to you later.